Welcome back. New game, new rules. Clueless Part 1b. Part 1a, I got cut off with some memory restrictions. Seems as though some government entities never stop. Changed a lot of my file names, thanks. The headphones, back to the default old settings, was pretty funny. Don't hack right next to my ears. I might get angry. So, holy waters, where I left off. I know several sources, meaning not quite what you think. The fountain of youth is a euphemism for more like how the lavas at the bottom of the ocean spark life. There's a second factor. And I know where they're at, and they are called the fountains of youth, because when you find them, you're tickled pink and you feel like me, a youth at heart. There was a euphemism there. So there's real holy water, and check this out. How do I word this? Where there's UFO incidents, sometimes they're natives. Sometimes natives drink from the water. Sometimes they're grateful that a honky didn't piss upstream after hunting and they didn't get that in their cup because they made a really cool magic potion out of some flowers and mushrooms and other ingredients. But one of the main ingredients was that water, that fountain of life. And that's the magic elixir to do what their version of C5 is, which is a meditative state for the access of knowledge, not necessarily advanced, although it is, and to survive and make the planet stay okay. And I think it's really cool that water is a really magic ingredient. And I find it really interesting that the original natives, I've seen this with my own eyes, when they do the shaman's formula, they actually go to the stream and there's a particular way they do it. And I thought it was a bunch of mumbo jumbo at the time. I apologize. No one let me in on that secret. So some people were probably laughing, but that's a magic ingredient. Let's see. You probably wanted the rest of the devil removed. Jesus handles them, thank God. End of 1,000 years means we're into next chapter of 1,000 years, which is good. It gives you training time for us to reach a Egyptian status of free power, learning this language, blah 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 blah. And I got put together like a cheap watch by these dudes because I got to kick it off. Yeah, having a gift sucks. And let's see if I missed anything as I'm scanning. Oh, here's some positive note. I forget the name of the movie, but I know Mila Kunis and Ashton Kutcher were in it, and they all got high in a basement. I like that idea. I'm immunodeficient. I don't get to get outside much. So I came up with a better idea. And if you're a native, don't get mad at me. It's just a schematic, but it's a better use of TVs. And I called it the Imaginarium Solarium Get High. And I'll show you that design, which I thought was pretty slick. And I was going to talk about something. It's probably important. Oh, relaxing. Chill. Pretty simple. Look, you see some particular orifice hanging over up here. He's not too stressed. What's the magic formula? For some reason, I got a cat. I've had a cat all my life, and quite frankly, I think there's an old picture of my old cat, and they look eerily similar. Cats are really special. If you don't have a pet, and this lockdown's getting you down, or the system, or whatever, pet's going to show you more love than I ever will. They perfected it. I'm a human. So, great way to learn spirituality and science. Where's the science in a cat? Ever try memorizing his moves when he defends himself or stuff like that? You'll find some really cool algorithms. And you'll find a lot of patience if you actually learn. Anyway, I'm immune deficient. I don't get to get out of my house too often. I think I've been in this jail for about 6 years. I leave once a month to get groceries. I don't know too many people. So if you're complaining about 3 months of lockdown on COVID, don't expect any sympathy from me. But I've perfected it. I know how to use gloves, UVC lights, etc., etc., hermetically seal a house, little things. The number one trick I do so you can steal this is real simple. And you don't even need a budget. You can do it right now, at least some of these. I got old magazines. They're not new. I thought that was an interesting... Oh, whoops. Sorry, Jesus. My bad. Look at that. What an interesting picture. I need my picture up here. Look. I talk about all 4 of these items and 100 ideas to change the world in its Time magazine. And I can jack my hair up just as bad as this dude. Okay? So, and this is a great dealio. But you have magazines in your closets. You have microphones falling down. Testing. And you can use headphones on a TV to keep your mind occupied with static. I use the air conditioner noise, but I try not to make it too loud, or a dehumidifier, because I control the pressure, temperature, oxygen levels in the house. So I got a little bit of an advantage there, but white noise, figure it out. Something in the house will make noise if it's too quiet, or there's disturbing stuff from exterior. Find a quiet place. Talk to God. Play some beats. You like music? I'll tell you why everyone wants to be a rock star or a rap musician. And I don't think I wrote that down. That's probably an important one, but if it's in this pile, I'll do it. If it's not, I'll wait. Frequencies. Why are people addicted to frequencies like music? And I got a really weird eclectic taste where I listen to a lot of different stuff. There's algorithms in the music. When people do rain dances, there's a beat to it. There's a different tone calling angels. There's a different tone calling their own spirituality into play. It's extremely complex, but it looks like somebody's just doing a rain dance. Well, guess what? A rain dance calls angels. Angels cause rain. And angels are part of God, so it's a little spiritual. And the evolution of life continues, including the natives that did the rain dance get blessed with life. Kind of a hey, thank you, and a thank you back, or a hello and a hello back. Very provocative for people that could be whiteys, honkies, to understand stuff like that if you're not spiritual and you're looking at this from a scientific-only approach or misguided language. So, if you go to church and you leave home after church and you're happy and you're telling people about God, or you just feel good in your stomach, you're probably on the right track and you mean well. And if you went to church and they instructed you to use a Laws rocket, you could be in some trouble. Or if you're sitting there and you don't care. I personally don't even think you need to go to church to find God. I think you just need to sit down and say hello. That's my perception. And the 800 numbers are always open for calling God, talking to angels, etc., etc. Or you can just get a cat, and then they all come to you. Oopsie. Hey, cats are all over Egypt. Really interesting. Sound effects. We're going CGI audio. I wonder if I have an algorithm. Hey, buddy. What's up? Sorry, I didn't mean to wake you. Okay, so frequencies are important. Everyone wants to be a rap star or rock star. Obviously, Most likely the motivation would be BJ's, money, notoriety, things like that. But there's other people that just love music. And I happen to be one of those people. And I've had the fortune of being at the Hollywood Bowl, man, all kinds of different places all over the planet. Haven't seen Red Rock Canyons in Colorado. Would be awesome. The acoustics have got to be out of this world. But I've had the advantage of going to some places and seeing some things. I went to a Motley Crue concert, by the way, with two other guys. One of them was a little nefarious. Missed the guy like the Dickens. If I ever see him again, he gets a big hug out of me. But we walked up to get in, and he was bored, and he was acting a little piggly wiggly nefarious. And he said, "I'll be right back." And within minutes, he came in from inside the concert. We hadn't even checked in yet. And he was just screwing around, and somehow he was able to break in and master through the security, and he was just bored. And it got more interesting from there. A handful of ladies were apologizing for taking their tops off. It was a terrible, terrible concert. Let's see. Don't trip out. Have fun in life. Look, if a meteor came and hit you in the head, you'd never know about it. Mikey Poo disclosed, a little religion, a little UFO, a little technology, but there's a lot of good news. And I've been negative in the past. I'll apologize, but please understand, I was going through training. It never stops. I'm at a level now where I'm comfortable but uncomfortable, meaning my knowledge is vast, but it's increasing at a frightening rate. And one human probably shouldn't know all these secrets is an understatement, which makes me a danger to myself from the standpoint of when I speak. Someone's going to get upset. All it takes is one, and who knows what happens. But I'm firing off. So the next video will be through my picture rolls. I don't want people tripping out. Look, here's some other tricks I do to stay sane. Headphones. Cooking is great. You got nothing else to do. You might as well feed yourself, and you can do it holistically or not. I actually tried to be vegan something correct and see what they ate, and I think I made a bunch of mushrooms with some seasonings on a really, really non-palatable tortilla shell, and I ate the mushrooms and got rid of the tortilla wrap. So I don't think I'm going that way. Sorry God, I'm a meat eater and he's okay with it. And just enjoy life and don't try to flip overnight. It's not going to happen. We got a little bit of time. There was timing between me and the powers that be that gave me this data. I feel somewhat comfortable. However, if mistakes are made, those aren't really accounted for in my formulas. So there's not that much time. CGI effects. Bing. Going hardcore. Here, check this out. You want some drugs? What's in here? It's a bunch of little drives and an old phone and the connectors for them. I gave you a clear pill. I didn't want you to have a red pill, a blue pill, because there's no such thing. See, even Kitty doesn't agree with that. He wakes up to that. And it's clear because it's for everybody. And if we don't all get along, we're all going to perish. So deal with it. And if you're against that, good luck. Your boss is probably in Turkey waiting for you. I'll give you a first class ride. And, hey buddy, if you want to do good and you're not succeeding, don't worry. This didn't happen to me overnight. It happened in 10 months. But I lined the deal my whole life, meaning I made enough correct choices to not veer off my journey. Theoretically, I'm just a lucky Irish son of a gun. That would be the truth. And I had to align myself with a lot of important people throughout life. And it's kind of staggering, some of the people I've met, not presidents or movie stars, but people who were influential in life. relax. I've got coming up is a exclusive. I'll be transparent. I won't hide data, but I'm going to do at least a 20-minute video to the natives, particularly the indigenous peoples, doing the ancient ways to keep the planet alive. I got some, like 3 or 4, they were going to be small little blips. I'm going to try to put them into one, so if it doesn't sound right, it's like a couple thought processes I think you'll enjoy and everyone can watch. There's a lot here. As a matter of fact, I don't know if I hit that 20-minute mark. Let's see. Now check this out. You see how I'm wearing my glasses? You see how this doesn't work? This is a lesson to Alienware. You built a 3-prong cooling system on top of a high-speed processor that already overheats, and then expected it to do the job of 100%, meaning 4 corners held down, and it was 75%. See how my glasses are cockeyed? So's your business. So, I will never buy one of your products again unless you allow me to intercept and give you some ideas, because whatever you're doing, I can go to the store at Walmart and buy something comparable that's more reliable. That's embarrassing for your price level. Very embarrassing. So, don't try sponsoring me in the future. And I used to love your company. I've owned an Area 51 from way back in the day. Dell XPS system with the bad video cards, and loved it even though they blew up. So I've owned so many products. I'm done with you. I think of you the same as I think of cable TV. And by the way, I have all the hacks on cable TV and all the tricks that they do. My God, fire them and get dish. So, what's coming up? Let's see. Intercept, concept, perception, vid, walls entering kitchen is the how to solve all of life's problems. I already did the John Holmes comedy. Hope you enjoyed. It was nothing bull. Show and tell. What the heck is this? Oh, I've got some new sponsors. You can't see my keyboard, but it says Pornhub on the top, an NVIDIA SLI sticker, really shiny one, and then it says Windows 7, and then it says Intel Core i7. So, I didn't want to go hardcore. I'm a little older for stickers, but there they are. And had no idea what that was, so I put it to the side. My odd old perception of One Love and do they accept beginners? And to the indigenous peoples, no surprise. And technology I use. That should be pretty comical. And misinterpretation. And I'm going to talk to a right-wing group and try not to get slaughtered. And then here's another to the indigenous crowd. And then I did a joke. I drew a picture, which you probably wouldn't see as I'm reading. And it shows off my beautiful eyebrows because they're a crow's landing nest and you guys pray to them and talk to them. So I figured I'd leave them a landing zone. And I got one that's labeled Pornhub, no kidding. And I scribed this, by the way, so this is new to me. Wow, that should be pretty funny. I'll save that. It will be included. And Oh, wow. I have one labeled. That being gifted kind of sucks when you scribe, by the way, and then you stack it in a stack, and then you go eat or take a bath, and then you come back, and then you realize that you wrote a letter to the feds. So this is probably going to be a pretty interesting series of videos. And there's a lot more. I can't even keep up with the data. I tried to cherry pick some stuff to keep people sane. I blew it out of the water, unfortunately, on that in the beginning, but no one was listening, so well. But now that I did all that hard work, I don't really have to show many pictures. So, Google Drive, remember that. Important. All my pictures, all my transcripts of thoughts. There's pictures of me as an explorer, as a child, available on there. So it's a UFO disclosure. I can use it as a tool to find a company to provide a book and make everybody accomplish C5 and happy, joyous, and free thoughts and spirituality and understand advanced technology. And out of the 10 books, the first one, if I blow out of the water and it's C5, just imagine what the other 9 are. I mean, give me a break. It'll be reinforcements to the book 1, plus probably something correlating to religious, something correlating to scientific stuff, stuff on how to survive, things solved from the timeline, easy peasy. So it'll be interesting. I don't want to go too far over 20 minutes and lose any sparrow-minded people. And it'll be interesting. Hopefully I can pump out a few of these and you guys will enjoy. And Kitty and me, as he's yawning, say thank you for tuning in. And this concludes part 1B. Because I ran out of memory. Nothing new. And thanks, and subscribe, and like, and rub one out, and be happy, joyous, and free. It's been another production of Dirty Purple-Headed Monster. Looks like a mushroom straight in your eye, salty style. Without the salt. Relax, enjoy life. We're here for a short time anyway. You're supposed to make the best of it anyways, aren't you? It just happens that we're a little crowded now that we know there's angels above us. I get the feeling. And of course my earth is shattered a little and a little wobbly, thinking that a multiverse actually exists. But you can stabilize in between there, enjoy your space, and have fun. Till next time.